Hello friends, welcome to eKida. Title of the lecture is Per Unit System or PU System. So mainly you have four quantities. First, current. Second, voltage. Third, impedance. And last, power. Power, active power, reactive power, impedance, R plus Jx, resistance and reactance, and power, active power P and reactive power Q. So basically there are four quantities. So power system quantities such as current, voltage, impedance and power are often expressed in per unit values. Per unit is equals to actual quantity upon base quantity. Actual quantity upon base quantity. So the per unit value of any quantity is defined as the ratio of the actual quantity upon the base quantity. Now one major advantage of per unit is that by properly specifying base quantities, equivalent circuit of transformer can be simplified. This is the major advantage of per unit. So when expressed in per unit values, the equivalent impedance of a transformer, whether referred to primary or secondary, is same. Impedance of transformer, whether primary or secondary, is same when expressed in per unit values. So another advantage of power system is that comparison of characteristics of various electrical operators of different types and ratings is facilitated by expressing the impedances in per unit based on their ratings. Means what it means transformer, synchronous generator, line, you are choosing base quantity. So you can transform all this quantity into per unit value. So by all this, when all the quantities are converted into per unit value, when all quantities are converted in per unit values, the different voltage level disappear in your circuit diagram. And power network involving synchronous generator, transformers and line reduces to a system of simple impedances. Because suppose at generating station maybe voltages step up, means 10.6 kV step up to 220 kV at generating station. Then 220 kV line will go, and then from 220 kV to 132 kV to 66 kV to 33 kV and so on. So this is coming downstream. This is for distribution system. So instead of mentioning all the voltage level, if you choose appropriate base at all the voltages accordingly, it will be transformed. So then voltage in your circuit diagram means different voltages level will disappear. This is the main advantage of the per unit system. Now I have told you that per unit system, per unit is equals to the per unit quantity is equals to the actual quantity upon base value of quantity. Suppose this is equation number 1. So let us define per unit is equals to actual quantity upon base value of quantity. So what is actual quantity? Actual quantity means working quantity, voltage, current, resistance, reactance, active power, reactive power, impedance. So voltage is denoted by V, current I, resistance R, reactance X. Suppose this is V1, X1, power, active power P1, reactive power Q1, and impedance Z. So these are the operating quantities, means working quantity. Actual quantity. So these are the actual quantities or working or operating quantities, where this is the power, apparent power in volt ampere, kilovolt ampere or MVA, voltage in volt or kV, current in ampere or kiloampere, and impedances in ohmic values. So these are the phasor or complex quantities. Now base quantity. So in power system only two quantities will be there. We can assume as base. Now base quantity. In power system only two base quantities will be there. We can assume as base. Voltage base and apparent power base. So we can derive our base quantities from these two quantities. So first base quantity, voltage base. Second, apparent power base. Now third, current base. So we can derive our current base from these two quantities. We know apparent power is equals to voltage into current. So current base is equals to apparent power base upon voltage base. And last, impedance base. So base impedance we know Z is equals to Z base is equals to V base upon I base. So please remember that in our question only two parameters will be given as a base quantity. So we are going to convert this formula in these two quantities. See, Z base is equals to V base upon I base. So multiply and divide V base by V base. So we can write this as V square base upon S base. So to completely define a per unit system, minimum four base quantities are required. So this is voltage base, apparent power base, current base and impedance base. So base impedance is equals to voltage square base upon S base. S is the apparent power. See one thing, S is the apparent power in volt ampere, kilovolt ampere or MVA, voltage into current. We know S is equals to voltage into current. V is voltage in volt and kilovolt. I is current in ampere or kiloampere, and Z is the impedance in ohmic value. So if I convert all the quantities in per unit system, then voltage in per unit is equals to voltage in per unit. This is equals to voltage, actual voltage upon base voltage. Base voltage. So actual voltage, these are the actual quantities or operating quantities. Actual quantity V1 upon base voltage. So V1 upon V base. Second, current in per unit, this is equals to actual current I1 upon base current. So this is equals to I1 upon base current. So third, resistance in per unit. See, for ohm unit, base quantity is Z. So resistance R1 upon, because there is no R base. For ohmic quantity, for ohm quantity, base quantity is Z. So Z base or R1 upon Z base. Now reactance in per unit. Reactance in per unit, same for ohmic quantity, base quantity is Z. So reactance X1 upon Z base, or we can write it as X1 upon Z base. See, don't be confused by ZB or Z base. This is same. Z base. Base. Now for power, active power and reactive power. First, active power in per unit. This is equals to active power P1. For active power, base is S base, apparent power S base. So this is equals to P1 upon S base. For reactive power in per unit, this is equals to reactive power Q1 upon S base or Q1 upon S base. Now impedance in per unit. Impedance in per unit. This is equals to impedance Z1 upon Z base. So this is equals to Z1 upon Z base. So we'll choose one base for the system, and according to that we will convert all the parameters in per unit. So for XY, for resistance and reactance, we use Z base, and for active power and reactive power we use S base. Z is equals to, we know, R plus JX. So Z1 is equals to R1 plus JX1, and Z1 upon Z base is equals to R1 plus JX1 upon Z base. So this is equals to Z1 per unit is equals to R1 per unit plus JX1 per unit. This is for impedance. Now for where R1 per unit is equals to R1 upon Z base, and X1 per unit is equals to X1 upon X1 per unit is equals to X1 upon Z base. Now this is for impedance. Similarly for apparent power, S is equals to P plus JQ, active power and reactive power. So S1 actual power is S1 P1 plus JQ1. So this is P1 and Q1 are the operating quantity in per unit divided by the base, system base. So S1 is divided by S base. This is equals to P1 plus JQ1 upon S base, or we can write it as S1 per unit is equals to P1 per unit plus JQ1 per unit, where P1 per unit is equals to P1 upon S base, and Q1 per unit is equals to Q1 upon S base. Now we'll see star configuration for three-phase star configuration. For first we'll see for star configuration. So for star configuration, we know that VL is equals to line voltage is equals to root 3 times of phase voltage, and line current and phase currents are same. We know this for star configuration, that line voltage is equals to root 3 times of phase voltage and line current is equals to the phase current. So first we'll see for voltage. So line voltage is equals to line voltage VL upon line voltage base. So this is equals to VL upon V base for line. This is equals to line voltage per unit. So now this is for line voltage. Similarly for phase voltage, we know this is equals to root 3 phase upon root 3 base for phase voltage. So this root 3 cancel out. So this is equals to V phase upon V base phase voltage. So this is equals to V phase per unit. So from this we can see that line voltage per unit, this line voltage per unit and this phase voltage per unit is same. Line voltage is equals to the phase voltage per unit. Suppose this is equation number 2. Now similarly for current, see for star configuration we know that line current is equals to the phase current. So line current in per unit is equals to actual line current IL upon baseline current IL base. So this is equals to IL upon IL base. This is equals to IL per unit. Line current per unit. Now we know line current is equals to the phase current. So ILPU is equals to ILPHPU. Line current per unit is equals to phase current per unit. Suppose this is equation number 3. Now for impedance, Z base is equals to V square base upon S base. We have seen this thing. See this, ZB is equals to V square B upon S base. So for single phase, this is equals to V square phase upon S per phase, and for three phase this is equals to 3 into V square phase upon 3 S per phase, or we can write it as root 3 phase voltage whole square upon S for 3 phase. And we know root 3 VH is equals to, see this, root 3 VH is equals to line voltage. So put root 3 VH. So this is equals to, we know root 3 PH is equals to, see this, root 3 PH is equals to line voltage, means root 3 phase voltage is equals to line voltage. So this is equals to line voltage whole square upon S for 3 phase. Because question is coming about for 3 phase, so you should know that when voltage is given, this voltage is given for line and S for 3 phase. Please remember this. Now after impedance, S apparent power per unit is equals to S in actual, apparent power in actual upon S base. So this is equals to S apparent power in actual is equals to S1 upon S base. Now active power in per unit, this is equals to active power, actual active power P1 upon S base. Similarly, active power for single phase, we know this is equals to P is equals to V I cos phi. This is for single phase. Now for three phase, this is equals to root 3 VL IL cos phi. This is for line, and for phase, for three phase, this is equals to 3 VPH IPH cos phi. Now active power in PU for three phase, active power in per unit for three phase, this is equals to root 3 VL IL cos phi upon root 3 VL base IL base, actual upon base quantity. So this root 3 cancel out. So P 3 phase per unit, active power in per unit for three phase, this is equals to line voltage per unit, line current per unit cos phi. This VL upon VLB is the actual, VL is the actual quantity upon the base quantity. And this is in terms of line, and in terms of phase, this is equals to, in terms of phase, this is equals to 3 VPH IPH cos phi upon 3 VPH base IPH base. This 3 cancel out. So active power in per unit for three phase, this is equals to VPH per unit IPH per unit cos phi. So this is for the star configuration, voltage, current, impedance, and this is for star configuration. First is voltage. For star configuration, first voltage, second current, third impedance, and fourth apparent power. Now for delta configuration. So for delta configuration, we know line voltage is equals to phase voltage and line current is equals to root 3 times of phase current. So first we'll see for voltage. So line voltage in per unit, this is equals to line voltage upon actual upon base quantity. So LB base. So this is equals to line voltage per unit. And for phase, this is equals to V phase upon V phase base. So this is equals to V phase per unit. So from this we can see that line voltage per unit is equals to phase voltage per unit. Now for line current in per unit, line current N per unit is equals to actual current IL upon base current IL base. So this is equals to IL PU per unit. And for phase, we know phase root 3 IPH upon root 3 IPH base. So this root 3 cancel out, and IPH upon I base means actual current upon base current is equals to phase current per unit. So from this we can see that line current per unit is equals to phase current per unit. Now we'll see for impedance. Z base is equals to, we know, V square base upon S base. So for single phase, Z base for single phase, this is equals to V square phase upon SPH. And for three phase, we know this is equals to 3 into voltage square upon 3 S. Apparent power, phase apparent power and phase voltage. So this is for phase, 3 phase, and for line this is equals to 3 upon power for 3 phase. See, for star connection, for star configuration, Z base is equals to, see this for star configuration, Z base is equals to VL square upon S 3 phase, and for delta configuration, Z base is equals to 3 VL square S 3 phase. Now for power, apparent power is L per unit. So this is equals to, for three phase base. So for three phase this is equals to root 3 VL IL upon root 3 VL base IL base. Root 3 cancel out. So this is equals to VL per unit IL per unit. So this is for line. Now for phase, this is equals to 3 phase voltage, phase current upon 3 V phase base I phase base. So this 3 cancel out. So this is equals to V phase per unit into I phase per unit. So from this we can see that line voltage per unit into current, line current per unit, this is equals to phase voltage per unit into phase current per unit. Now active power in PU. Active power in per unit, this is equals to, for single phase, P1 upon S base, and for three phase this is equals to, for line and phase, so this is equals to root 3 VL IL cos phi upon root 3 VL base IL base. This is cancel out, so this is equals to VL per unit IL per unit cos phi, and for phase 3 phase I phase cos phi upon 3 phase base upon I phase base means actual upon base quantity. This 3 cancel out, so this is equals to V phase per unit I phase per unit into cos phi. Please note that don't take root 3 or 3 in per unit system. I'll write it. Don't take root 3 or 3n per unit system. Thank you.